I'm so old school. I just like the famous women doing nude scenes like Phoebe Cates or Jamie Lee Curtis. That's how old school. I don't even need porn. Just
Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. Dear God.
You can work around the tassels still, can't you?
But
it's America's stupidest podcast. Think NPR for dummies. This is the McGonigal Podcast.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the McGonigal Podcast. God help us. We were trying to hold back for the rest of the year, not force you to watch one, but we decided to do it quick one, get one in. We decided to, we got a good show tonight. It's episode 41. McGonigal Podcast is now the same age as a hot divorcee, 41. So we're ready to roll. We got great panel we got on my left, great comedian and a great guest here all the time. Dave Primiano is here. Thanks for coming out, Dave. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And on the third mic tonight, our producer, Jim Corhan, will be joining us. How are we doing, Jim?
I'm doing wonderful.
That's good.
You can't see me. I'm like John Cena.
It's good. It's fine. You see, with this podcast, sometimes it's better not to see the people. Believe me. Everybody people writing in saying they'd like not to see me. So trust me. Now, to be fair, John Kensel was supposed to be here, but he had an imaginary birthday party to go to, a last-minute imaginary birthday party, which can happen to anybody. Anybody could get here for a last-minute imaginary birthday party. So that can happen.
They always throw them during Eagles games.
Yeah, that's right. People always throw their birthday parties right during Eagles games. That's how it always works. So that's how you know it's legitimate. It's an Eagles Sunday for a birthday party. Yep, that's how you know it definitely happened. But we're gonna give you hell anyway. We're gonna give you a good podcast. We had the snow today. How'd you make out in the snow today, Dave?
I almost lost a finger to get here, so.
What, shoveling and scraping? That was clearing your car off?
I let it sit to the last minute.
Yeah, I know.
That idea.
Yeah, I kind of do that too. I actually went out and shoveled today, which is amazing. I'm 60 years old. They tell you not to shovel. So that would have been great, though, if I would have dropped dead by shoveling. Think it would have made the news like mediocre comedian kills himself shoveling? That would have been hilarious. That would have absolutely been hilarious. I would have dropped dead and would have made a little news blurb. Yeah, there's an obscure comedian up there in Northeast Philly dropped dead shoveling snow.
You don't have the neighbor kids that help you out?
There's no neighbor kids. That doesn't exist anymore. Have you ever? Couldn't tell you if I had anybody knock on my door to cut a lawn or cut a shovel. That doesn't exist anymore. I had to pay like an actual landscaping company to cut my lawn. So do you have any kids or?
No kids anywhere at the house or here.
No, I'll tell you on the
I did have a dude come by with a snowblower here at the studio, just right down the street. I'm like, that's the guy right there.
I was 12 years old and I can look at a labia on my phone. I wouldn't be shoveling snow either. That's the last thing I'd be doing. You couldn't get that phone out of my hands. So I guess I can't blame him. I guess I can't blame him.
True.
So we'll try to knock you down with a good podcast tonight. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. See, America's least favorite entertainer is here to give you a podcast. So we got the holidays coming up. You got plans for the holidays, Dave?
No, I don't. No, I do. I'm doing Asian Christmas this year.
Christmas, nice.
I know. Don't get excited.
I've done a few of those Asian Christmases too, and it cost me more. Cost me a lot more than presents. I'll tell you that.
It's just Jewish Christmas.
Except
this year, it's Chinese food in a movie.
Right.
But I figured the movie is also Asian, so I'm not giving Jews any fucking credit for this.
I've done Chinese in a movie on Christmas Day too, but it's a little different when I do it than now you're doing. Just a little bit different. But this is I know being half Italian, you don't celebrate Christmas at all. It's just
the Italian half of the family's dead, so
I
don't have no obligations there.
That sounds like my family.
The Jews are healthy, but
they
don't have a real holiday.
Well, that's good. That's good. They're healthy for the hatred from the left wing. They're healthy to receive all that. But this year, this will be my 22nd year where I'm celebrating the holidays by myself. 20, I got a streak going. I'm like
milestone,
Cal Ripken of loneliness.
I was about to say you're like the Cal Ripken of holidays here.
Yeah, Cal Ripken of apathy. But 22 years alone, and I've gotten used to it. It's like the thing where if somebody invites me, you're going to break a streak. You know, if anybody invites me, they'll give me that sort of polite invitation. They don't. Somebody showed up, they shit themselves. They'd be like, "Oh Christ, he actually showed up." I don't believe he showed
Dude,
up.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
No one invites. I haven't been invited to anything.
No, I get
Christmas, Thanksgiving. Actually, I'm lying. My sister-in-law invited me to Thanksgiving, but she knew I wasn't going to come. She absolutely knew.
I actually did get invited to a 4th of July barbecue, and I almost dropped the phone. I was like, somebody's texting me and asking me to do. I didn't go because I was afraid they might have texted the wrong person. That's why I didn't go to the barbecue.
No, I've done the alone thing too, and I actually get mad when people buy me presents now because then it's an obligation at this point. Like, fuck, I got to buy them something now too.
Well,
and that means I got to get to know them as a person. I don't want to do that.
What I used to do was just buy a bunch of lottery tickets.
There
So
you
like
go. There you go.
and then you just you throw them in a card. If someone shows up unexpected, you go,
Norm
here.
McDonald had that old bit about it. It's great when someone gives you a lottery card. Here, I got you nothing. Here you have nothing. And it would suck if they actually hit the lottery.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you bought him and said, oh yeah, what'd you get me for Christmas last year? Oh, that's right, you gave me that cup. Yeah, I remember I got you $1 million. You got me the cup.
Is there a social protocol involved? Is there a percentage you split off?
I don't know. I would think I would feel like maybe I could get the person something, but most people probably wouldn't. Most people, I would say, "Fuck you! You gave me the ticket. I ain't
True.
most people, but yeah, but the holidays alone, I don't do anything. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
that doesn't bother me.
I work. It's my favorite days of the year because no one
Double pay.
can bother. Everyone's off doing real life.
Right.
And
You
then
can
me
do-
as a loser, I'm like, no one's calling me for work stuff. I can get stuff done.
There you go. The only person who ever buys me the occasional Christmas present, a couple of times is Kensel. And I don't buy him anything back because I figured he drove me crazy all year. So what the hell he give me? But he hasn't done it. He did it a few times. He hasn't done it in a while. So hopefully now that he's otherwise hooked up, you don't worry about me. Hopefully. But Home Alone, I'm like I'm an old bald Macaulay Culkin every Christmas.
Same height too.
Say exactly. Well, I was going to say shorter than Macaulay Culkin, but what the hell? What the hell? Old Home Alone back when Catherine and Howard were still kind of hot. Now it's all over. All right, but so of course we're inundated with the Christmas songs. What's your least favorite Christmas song, Dave?
Oh, all of them. It's just an 80-way tie. Okay, the Mariah Carey one's okay.
That's the worst.
She's got pipes.
Oh, to
that's
me,
the one
that's
you hate
the
the most.
worst. The most. I mean, it's just an awful song. She can't sing, but it's an awful song. And Wham is awful.
I never hated it until this year, but
Which
for the
one?
last 2 days now, Silver Bells has been in my head.
Silver Bells.
Like the Bing Crosby verse, Silver. So like so right now I hate that song.
Silver Bells. Holy.
He
cow.
beat his kids anyway, so fuck him.
He did, but it's silver. But what's your favorite Christmas song? You have a favorite?
The Mariah Carey, yeah.
I like Jingle Bell Rock, dude.
Jingle Bell.
I respect George Michael.
Actually,
for
no,
dying
he's the one in Home Alone.
Did he die on Christmas?
I think he died on Christmas, right?
Who
Because
did?
everybody made the same fucking joke. Oh, I guess it's his last Christmas.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, that's funny.
Mine is the song from Home Alone. Party around the Christmas tree
Oh.
one. Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Yeah, Brenda Lee.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I
Rocking
guess so.
around the
Yeah,
Christmas
Brenda
tree,
Lee.
But she was like a teenager or something, I think. I think she put that. But one of my favorites is Merry Christmas, Emily by Cracker. Only Christmas song that has the F word in it, which is kind of cool.
Oh wait,
Cracker, the
band,
Be With You, Being Low.
Yeah,
Hey,
David
hey.
Lowery, who had Camper Van Beethoven first, and then he had Cracker. Yeah, that's a
no. I
great
mean,
song.
if we're going to talk Christmas songs, how can we forget Run DMC? That's
Oh,
the
that's
best.
a fun song. It's become
Yeah.
a classic. Everybody likes it.
Yeah.
But I like that. And The Season is Upon Us by the Dropkick Murphys.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
good-
number one. You're right.
That's a good
There
song.
it is.
My brother brought home another big broad.
Yeah. That's actually number one. That's my number one vibe. How can I forgotten?
And I like if we
The
make,
video's fantastic.
if we make it through December, Merle Haggard, pretty good Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like Merle. Merle was old and grizzly like me. Didn't he?
My favorite holiday music is my own music that I created and got fired from a radio station by
Uh-oh.
doing the 12 Days of Kwanzaa,
Uh-oh.
Rudolph
that,
the Blue Balls Reindeer,
that must have been
Homie
bad.
the Snowman.
You remember when Tiny Tim back in the day had that song "Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year"? This is in the 80s, and what happened was Tiny Tim was so oblivious he didn't know that would be offensive. He had no idea that.
I think we could probably get away with playing.
Are we talking about the fictional character?
No, Tiny Tim, the singer of "Tiptoe Through the Tulips."
I
Tiny
don't
Tim.
know.
You don't know
I
Tiny Tim?
only know Tiny Tim as a fictional
Tiny
Dickens
Tim
character.
became popular in the 60s. When a
And
singer on TV, and that song was a big hit.
AIDS
Tiptoe
existed
Through
in the 60s?
Tulips. He got married live on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson today. He married a woman named Miss Vicky. It was a big ratings thing, and he got married. He got married live on the Tonight Show. Tiny Tim. But
What
then
was the name of the song?
Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year, and he went on Howard Stern
There
and
it is.
say, but he was oblivious and offend people.
Oh, did he sing it on? He sang it on Stern. Or?
Yeah,
Because at that point, that meant Santa was gay, right?
yeah, pretty much. But then he was dying of anybody. You don't make a joke out of AIDS, you know.
I mean,
I mean, at least not on a microphone anyway, you know. Maybe on a McGonigal podcast, who cares? But otherwise, you actually can find it.
I think I did.
Santa Claus is there. It is.
I gotta get the play.
He won't be round to spread his Christmas cheer. Around to spread his Christmas cheer. The reindeer all look blue. You know what he's going through. Santa Claus has got the age this year.
I mean,
Oh no, 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 no.
I love that Ed knows the
he
lyrics.
knows
yeah.
every fucking lyric. It sounds. It
All
sounds
right,
like
I'm gonna
something.
stop it
Yeah,
there so we don't get a copyright.
it sounds like something the South Park guys would write for
Yeah,
one of their
but-
Christmas
Yeah.
episodes.
That's the funniest thing. He thought it was like he was going to have a bit. I got this funny Christmas song. It's going to hit big with no clue how many people he was going to offend with AIDS. How oblivious could you be? I mean, I know I'm oblivious, but even I'm not that bad.
It does really like it shows his magical properties that he's only going to have them this year though, because nobody else just had them. Well, some people
Well,
only had
Magic
them
Johnson,
this year. Yeah.
Man, Santa Claus might have played basketball and got over it. He might have got a good basketball.
The only way
record.
people just had them this year is if they were next year's.
Well,
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen is HIV positive, and nowadays
he
they
never got AIDS. Yeah,
get
Magic
treated
never
a lot
got
better.
AIDS either.
Yeah,
right?
it used to be when
Well,
when
Magic
development
Johnson's
was-
healthier now than ever.
Who Magic? Oh, it's amazing. You would have how much money you
Yeah.
would have won if you would have said he'd still be alive 34 years
Oh, I
later.
know.
He's the only
Nobody.
person that put on the age 40. Everybody else is just withering away.
Yeah, the sophomore 15, he put on the age 40. Holy cow! But that might be my favorite Christmas song. And Santa Claus has got the.
I think
can't
it just jumped up to my number
It just
one
hit
too.
me. I'd forgotten about it. I'm sitting here. I thought about it. I remember him being so oblivious that would offend anybody. That's so funny.
Although, yeah, I
What
might
a
have, to
jackass.
might have to revisit Jingle Bells since that's been accused of being racist lately.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
I
heard
saw
somebody
that.
said, "What? How could that possibly be racist?"
I had to like rethink the lyrics in
Let's
my
take
head.
a look at the lyrics.
I don't understand
Dashing
it.
through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. I forget after that.
Did I saying that slaves are pointless slaves? I don't understand that.
Dash on a one-horse open slave.
Maybe that was even a lyric. You never know. Maybe you never know. Maybe somebody wrote that. But yeah, the Christmas songs, it's too much. And people start too early. I like to listen to like Christmas Eve. I like Christmas music, Christmas Eve. The rest of the time, I don't really care for it.
Maybe because the snow is white.
Probably.
Maybe they wanted
God,
some black snow.
God forbid anything be
And
white
then they
nowadays.
talk about how dangerous black ice is, but the white snow, that's just lovely.
And look at the lyrics. I mean, I'm not going to read them just because there's nothing here that would tell you that this is a racist song.
I don't know. We'll find
And
we'll find some racism in there. Damn it, if it's the last
Yeah.
thing we do. I'm trying to think if there's any other funny Christmas songs like no offensive Christmas songs like well, remember the famous when we were kids, Jingle Bells, Batman Smells,
Robin laid an egg. That
Everybody
was a
knows that
Simpsons
song.
song.
But I can't think of that there's any other one. This Tiny Tim's got to be the most offensive. That's unbelievable. Even Merry Christmas, Emily.
Well, what
with
was the
F
song
word.
a couple years ago that they were bitching about during COVID?
Oh, baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. They have some people have banned that, which is the Dean Martin, Marilyn Manuel. That's one of my favorite. That's fantastic. That version. How about Christmas movies? What's your favorite Christmas movie?
I don't make like a thing about so Home Alone's what I grew up on.
Uh-huh.
Bad Santa's always fun.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not.
My favorite is going to tie into something Jim said. My favorite is the Lemon Drop Kid,
Oh.
I've never even heard of
Bob
that.
Hope, and it's the movie that introduced the song Silver Bells. It was written for that movie. It's 1951. Bob Hope plays a con artist who gets in debt to a loan shark, and the loan shark gives him a Christmas Eve to pay off the debt. Otherwise, he can get bumped off. So he has to come up with a bunch of scams to try to raise this money. And eventually he comes up with this idea where a fake senior citizen home where he's getting these old ladies to come and he's taking all their money, and that's how he's going to pay the loan shark back. It's pretty. I love Bob Hope, and it's William Frawley's in it.
Well, I'm just going to show you that I'm a pussy because I love Miracle on 34th Street.
I love
in black and white.
the
I want to
original.
see it in color.
The original.
Yeah.
With Maureen O'Hara and Natalie Wood.
Maureen O'Hara was hot.
I watched it last Christmas Eve. It's great.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
And I like
Absolutely.
and I like Scrooge with what's his name?
Alistair Sim?
No, the other
Norm Macdonald,
the
and
80s
Dave
version.
Chappelle.
George C. Scott?
Yeah, George C. Scott.
I've
He was
never,
a good Scrooge.
I've never seen the Bill Murray Scrooged. I'm going to have to watch that. I've never seen Scrooge.
Oh yeah, that was good too. But the George C.
Another one I
love
like,
Bill
and I
Murray.
can't believe I ended up liking it, was Elf. Elf is pretty good.
Oh, Elf's
Elf's a
hilarious.
good movie.
Oh, Elf's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was afraid I was like, it's going to be stupid. It's funny. And then where else you get a drunken Artie Lang having a fist fight? And that's a Christmas movie. If Artie Lang's drunk and having a fist
In
fight.
his life, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his character he played in the movie is actually more respectable than the real Artie Lang.
I
That's the
think,
part.
I don't think that was in the script. I
Well, it
think they
probably
just
wasn't.
let
He
the
probably just
cameras
decided
roll.
to take a swing at Will Ferrell, maybe.
Another day in Artie's life.
That's when he still had a nose back then. When he still had a nose. But
And
yeah,
Die Hard. Can't forget Die Hard.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
Die Hard's the
That-
greatest Christmas movie of them all that they
Yeah.
try to deny is not a Christmas movie, but it is a Christmas movie.
I can't call it a Christmas movie. It's a good movie, but I can't call. But yeah. So I'll go with the Lemon Drop Kid, and you're right. The original, and also the Bishop's Wife.
I just like the wholesomeness of it.
it's
which
a
is
great
weird.
movie.
Like I like it. I enjoy it more now as an adult because
Yeah,
everything is so
absolutely.
crazy today.
You
And I
think-
watch this movie and I go, look how wholesome this is. This
You-
guy just being Santa Claus.
You can think it's going to be hokey, and then you watch it, and it's great. You ever see the original from 19
I don't
late
1947.
Yeah, and
think I've seen any of them.
Natalie Wood's a young kid. It's before she was hot Natalie Wood, and Edmund Gwynn plays Santa Claus. It's great.
Yeah.
Some people won't watch black and white movies.
But Maureen O'Hara was hot.
Oh yeah, some people won't watch black and white movies, which I think is crazy. But it's a great movie. It's a great movie. And what was it?
And it's a talkie.
Oh yeah, it's a
Okay.
talkie. It's a talkie. We want to get, and the Bishop's Wife is good too with Cary Grant.
Oh yeah, that's a good
But
one.
the thing is that it's sort of similar in idea. He's an angel, so it's sort of similar in idea to
It's a Wonderful Life.
Wonderful Life is
Which is
better, but
also a good movie.
yeah, it is. But Bishop, I love Cary Grant, so Bishop's Wife is pretty good. But I don't know. They don't make. When's the last time they made a good Christmas movie?
Demographics gonna be crazy this weekend.
What is it?
Your demographics gonna be crazy
Oh, I
this
know.
week.
I know. Well, I love the old black and white movies. The Lemon Drop Kids in black and white. I love the old black and white movies. But yeah, so. But I don't know. They haven't made a good holiday movie in a long time, right? Christmas movie.
Elf.
That was probably the
That's
last
what,
one.
2004.
Probably the
Well,
last-
you can go find one of those romantic ones on like
Oh, the
Lifetime.
Hallmark. God,
They have them every year.
They
Hallmark.
have to be awful, right? I mean, I never watched any of them, but they have to be awful. And
Yeah, Hallmark is that last stop before porn for a lot of hot actresses that can't actually
absolutely.
act.
Yeah.
So I hate it for being that roadblock.
the last stop. And why even have the stop? Just go right to porn. For God's sake, do us all a favor and go
Yeah.
right to porn. And then Tiny Tim will write about you. You get AIDS on porn. But what was I going to say? But the TV specials, what Charlie Brown Christmas, that's still a classic, right? Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah, they still show that every year.
No, they don't. Apple TV bought the rights, so they don't show it over the air anymore.
I mean, you can't just watch it year round now. It's not.
I know it's
just
like you should watch it on
streaming all the
YouTube.
time.
I
I'm
guess
sure it's
you-
on YouTube somewhere or something.
I think Apple TV did buy the exclusive, which could piss me off because I would like to watch my cheapness and my over-the-air TV, my cheapness. But I love the Grinch. The Grinch cartoon is great, right?
The Grinch, the
Boris
OG
Car-
Grinch
The
cartoon.
reason it's great is because they got Boris Karloff to do the narration. That was a stroke of genius.
But you know what?
Boy.
I actually didn't like the Jim Carrey version of
I
the
never
Grinch.
saw it. I just said I'm not going to watch that because I love the Grinch so much. And they stretched it out to 90 minutes. You can't stretch it out to 90 minutes. It's not a 90-minute story. It's not a 90-minute story. And I like Jim Carrey, but it's not a 90-minute story. So Christmas and some bad movies, some bad songs, and a lonely house. That's better be Christmas this year. I don't know if anybody else, but that'll be Christmas. But,
And I was
Amen.
driving near where you live, and I noticed that there is a new massage parlor.
there's 100 of them. What do you mean? Where's this one at,
So
Jim?
someone got you
Right
a
at
Christmas
Frankfurt and
present.
Common.
Yeah.
Oh, that's been there
Brand
for-
spanking new. I thought of you. I said, Ed could walk here.
No, there's a bunch of them right near Frankfurt. There's one that's right there. There's a bunch of them.
So I'm saying, like, if Alone on Christmas,
I don't
get
know.
yourself a Christmas gift.
And it's an Asian place, right? So they're open on Christmas.
You
Oh,
would hope.
absolutely. You probably get
Now,
some food too.
Kensel really wanted to get me a gift. He get me a gift certificate to the massage parlor. See, he's very unthoughtful. So last night here in Philly, a couple of guys who used to live local, they've now got a big podcast, Are You Garbage? And they played the Met. I'm hoping to get a job maybe as a valet parker near the Met. Is what I'm shooting for. But, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. So David came out recently in the last couple of weeks, there was a report out that Adolf Hitler had a micro penis. Did you read that?
I thought I've heard that years ago.
I don't know. I thought it just recently they were making a big thing about it. And I was like, man, this poor guy, he rebuilt the German economy, he rebuilt the German military, and that's how they treat him. That's how they treat this poor guy. No gratitude for what he did for the economy over there.
Well, it explains why maybe he was so angry.
That way it does.
I know.
He's like, you know what?
Might have also had one testicle.
Yeah, he was in a steam room, and these Jews were walking around with their big floppy dicks out. Those Jews and their big floppy dicks.
Those Jews, they don't put them away, for Christ's sakes. But here's the thing.
Look at that. It's dangling 2 inches down. That's just showing off at this point.
It almost looked like a dreidel, the way they were swinging. But the thing that, remember that the Germans are known as the master race, the Aryans. So everybody else might have had a gigantic penis. His might have been normal, and to the rest of Germany, it looked like a micro penis. It may not have been. It may not have been a micro penis. It may just have been they were such a superior race that they had great penises. Even women, I think, had 6 inches.
And I think he just hated his own hair color and eye color. Yeah. He always left that part out. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and a big flopping horse cock.
Yeah, that's the other thing about
maybe he originally had a big penis, but then he went into one of those gas chambers to test them out, and the radiation from the chamber shrunk his penis.
But I don't think so. He sort of hung back. He let everybody else do the dirty work. So I doubt he would have done that. I doubt he would have.
So what do you think was bigger, the mustache or the penis?
That is a good question, because that was a micro mustache too. Everything about the guy was micro, for God's sakes. And there's rumors that he married Ava Braun, but that he may never have actually had sex with her, even though they got married.
Well, she might have thought she was having lesbian sex, and he just had a big clitoris.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I like the thing I like best about him is when the Allies were closing in. They were in the bunker. He gave her a cyanide capsule, and she bit into it to kill herself. But then he also shot her in the head just to make sure.
Thorough.
That's a thorough guy. Because why just let your wife take cyanide when you can also shoot her on top of it? That's the kind of guy. Maybe he really was pissed off about that micro penis. It's a shame. It really is a shame, the poor guy. But I mean, give him some credit for the economy and the military.
Well, I mean, do you think like John Holmes would have just started murdering people?
Maybe. You never know. He
had that big giant penis. He's happy. He's going around. He's getting laid. Everyone's getting some coke. He's having a good life.
Maybe. Did they ever say about Manson? Did Manson have a small cock? Maybe he was pissed off too, Charles Manson.
Yeah, but he was using that thing.
Yeah, I guess he was with some of those girls who were hanging around.
Yeah, those girls didn't care what size he had going on.
Yeah. Ted Bundy was getting laid. He was a handsome guy, the handsome stranger, Ted Bundy. I guess, but it's the poor guy. That's a hell of a way to have your legacy. Micro penis. They can't let the poor guy just, the former chancellor. They can't just let him quietly.
I know.
Rest in peace.
That news came out. They took his public bench away. It was
just
disgraceful.
Now all of a sudden I'm starting to think less of the guy. Remember Norm Macdonald had the great joke at Hitler. He said, "It is Hitler. The more I hear about him, the less I like him."
Well, he was a painter, and I guess he wasn't using his penis as a paintbrush.
If more people would have bought his paintings, they could have avoided the whole thing, because he would have been a successful painter, and he wouldn't have had to go into the military. He could have those Germans. It's their fault for being so cheap and not buy more of his paintings. So I've been reading about the Waymo. You familiar with these Waymos? They're coming into Philadelphia. Now they're going everywhere. These driverless taxis to take you around. I don't know. Would you get into a Waymo?
I would, until I seen what was going on in San Francisco, where the 3 cars
all
got stuck on the.
But they're saying they don't recognize something. They don't recognize if a school bus has a stop sign out, and they say don't recognize. I don't know. I don't like that idea of a Waymo. Just no driver.
I mean, if you're in Philly, you would just have chop shops programmed into your GPS at that point. 100% unintended car at all.
Yeah, how would you carjack Waymo? How are you going to do that? That would be impossible to carjack a weekend having Philly. And in Philly, they said you never know that Waymo might be on Dallas sucks. You never know. But I don't know. I don't trust the Waymo. I don't. But I would.
Listen, we killed that robot.
Oh, that's
so
the
I'm sure someone will carjack a Waymo at some point.
Hitchbot, yeah, he got. But I don't know. I mean, I guess they may try to carjack in Philly. They'll try to carjack anything, but I don't know. Would you
Does
get
it know
away
when?
with
Does it know when it's on cinder blocks? Is it that sentient?
But when the people when certain people in Philadelphia crossing constantly against red lights, does it recognize that to stop? It probably does, because in Philadelphia nobody respect, no pedestrians respect red lights.
Hey, if I'm lying one off in the back seat, I don't care what it does if I don't see it.
I wouldn't get in that thing. I mean, even though some of the drivers I drive with, I mean, I'm not a great driver, but I still want to have somebody up there. I don't like that. I don't like no driver. That's a Rise of the Machine, Terminator 2. Rise of the Machines.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, you don't have to worry about discussion with the driver.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, some people said women aren't going to know how to act in a Waymo. Nobody's making pervy come-ons to them. They're not going to know how to act. But yeah, I don't know. But speaking of driving, another thing I'd worry about, what about these older drivers? You think people should have to have a mandatory age where they stop driving?
Well, then they can put them in a Waymo.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, don't you think should there be a certain age where they take people's driver's license away from them? Or?
I think they should raise. I think they should raise the age when you can start driving.
Well, that might be true.
Me trying to get out of here at night, I got like cars coming at me, and they're always like 22-year-olds.
Yeah, that's true too. But I mean, maybe 75, you shouldn't drive anymore. Maybe, or I don't know, 80. I don't know, but because some of these old people are brutal.
Think you might, yeah. That's like a tiny step for making it race based. And
well, I didn't want to say that they shouldn't, but I think that I will say that certain Hispanic cars they should be programmed in no U-turns, so they can make U-turns on small streets. I mean, I think my Hispanic friends out there, if the street is only 6 feet wide, it's not the best place for a U-turn. That's all I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there. I love the Spanish, but it's just a suggestion. That's all. I hope we don't get boycotted, because
that was the safe option to go. When I laid the race thing out there, I think that was the safest.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to the other one.
With.
I wasn't going down the Tiny Tim road.
Yeah.
I wasn't going all the way down that road. But
those guys take a joke the best.
I don't know. Some of them old drivers are brutal. Some of them.
Not as bad as Asians.
Oh, now we're going to get into the Asian. Now we're going to get into the Asian.
I'm just kidding, Asians.
There was a comedian in Philadelphia, Kevin Sullivan, used to do a guitar act. You know the old song "Secret Agent Man, Secret Agent." He turned it into "Swerving Asian Man." It was pretty funny.
I mean, Bill Burr was the one. He pointed out that there's like no in between with it. Like there's the ones that can do that like full speed turn right into a parallel parking spot.
But how are they so good with computers and technology can't drive? It doesn't make any sense. They're so good with math and massage. They're so good with massage.
Oh, yeah.
They can massage you, but they can't massage a car into a parking space. It doesn't make any sense.
It's all about convenience to themselves. Like, yeah, you said they're great with the computers, but they can't figure out how to dial up to my apartment, so they just leave the food at the in the vestibule. So I have to come down and check it every time. Everybody, yeah, I put the order. Hey, dial this to get buzzed up so you can bring it to my apartment. They always make me walk down.
Wow, that's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Wow. Talking about something else I saw this week. I was reading about. There's this fetish. I guess it's been around. I don't know how long, because you know how sexually active I am. I know what a bedroom madman I am. Have you heard about this pit porn?
Pit porn.
Pit porn.
Like
PIT. People who are in women's armpits, and they watch videos of women getting their armpits licked and penises in women's armpits. Pit porn.
I know.
Shane Kensel wasn't here, because I guarantee he would probably blush right now. I've never seen that
for years, probably.
Huh? Oh, he'd probably say, "I've never seen that," knowing that he's been watching it for 30 years.
Asian thing, I think.
No, I don't.
They
pit porn. I mean, what happens if you were with a French girl?
What's that?
With someone that's like a French girl, doesn't shave her.
Well, then I don't know how you don't throw up on that. Never mind.
Greek women, some of those Greek women, they don't, wear deodorant.
Oh, would you watch that? Would you watch a pit? If you're looking for porn, would you choose the pit porn option to watch some guy doing a woman's armpit? Who would watch that?
Not particularly.
There's some sick fucks out there. I mean, holy Christ!
I'm old school, man. Just give me a vagina and some boobs.
I'm so old school. I just like the famous women doing nude scenes, like Phoebe Cates or Jamie Lee Curtis. That's how old school. I don't even need porn. Just
Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. Dear God.
You can work around the tassels still, can't you?
But I'm old school. It doesn't say much. I don't even need hardcore porn. But I was thinking, pit porn. Who would watch that? That's unbelievable. Maybe
People
if you're
have
with
their
a woman
thing.
and doing it, but watching other people do it, I don't get that at all. Being into pit porn, I mean, there's so many other parts of the body, and pit porn you're going to be into. That's what you look at on a woman and think, ooh.
I mean,
So
is
like,
it the guys that like it, or there's the girls that like, hey,
So
let's
how's this?
spice things up. Here's my armpit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so how's it work? So do you put your penis into her pit and she
apparent-
closes her arms?
Yeah,
Is that how you
Apparently-
get the penetration going?
I'm never going to find out because I'm never going to watch a pit porn video, but I would have to guess.
Okay, I'm
I've seen it.
intrigued.
Have you
it's,
heard?
it's what you just described.
Oh
it's
my
not.
God.
That's not like the start to finish.
So
it
wait,
it
hold
happens
on.
as like a detour in what I'm ever watching. I've never been like, okay,
So-
this is this thing I want to watch from start to finish.
If you put your penis in between her
like,
armpit,
there, she's usually
can she
oiled
make
up.
the fart sounds with your penis?
That's why the Chinese
That's
guys.
where, yeah, that's where it would become a fetish for me.
That's why the Chinese guys won't come up to your apartment. They know they heard about the pit porn. They're afraid to come near
Pit
afraid to come near your apartment. Holy moly, that's pit porn.
All right, I'm gonna put that in the special instructions. Then no pit porn here.
No pit porn. I don't know. I don't have that much energy to go watching pit porn. I mean, even I have like a quiet life, but I don't know, man. Pit porn. Holy man.
I'm actually, when you said pit porn, I was worried that you were going to go down with pit bulls. So I'm glad this is kind of not as bad as I thought it was.
Give them a chance. Give some of these perverts a chance. That might be involved too. The women
fucking-
banging pit bull.
Fucking pedophiles, am I right?
There you go. Pit porn. God. Hopefully, I mean, listen, if you're out there, you don't know what to watch and you're trying to choose between pit porns and the McGonigal podcast, watch the McGonigal podcast. It'll make your brain a little dumber, but you won't be a total degenerate. Only halfway.
Hey, there's multiple tabs now.
Well, there you go.
Whichever one you want the
There
sound
you
on
go.
for.
See, I'm so far back in the past, I forgot about the multiple tabs. I'm so far back. So they released this week a batch of Jeffrey Epstein from Jeffrey Epstein's house. Did you see some of the pictures?
I saw Trump in the seven
Trump-
girls.
Trump has been so many pictures with Epstein. My parents were married 32 years. They didn't have as many pictures together as Trump has with Epstein. How does he have this many pictures with this guy? That's unbelievable that he could have this many pictures with the guy. And
Yeah.
I don't know. He's constantly in. And here's the one thing that I was glad to see. Woody Allen was in there because I would have been disappointed if Woody wasn't friends with Jeffrey Epstein. If they weren't friends, that would have been a bummer. They had to be friends, and thank God they were. It just made perfect sense that Woody Allen was in there with
And
Prince
just think,
Andrew.
Woody and you have a lot in common. You
There
both
you
like
go.
getting massages from Asians.
But I've always said it. I think it's
But he's never adopted one of them.
no.
That's true.
You know what the best Woody Allen joke? Emo Phillips had the best Woody Allen joke. His joke was Woody met Soon Yi when she was 14, but he didn't touch her until she was 18. Patience of a saint. Emo Phillips. He's still alive, apparently still working.
He
Emo
was
Phillips.
smart to do it before that grooming was a term, though.
Oh, Woody. Oh, yeah. Woody get in. Woody get in.
'Cause that was the groomingest groom that's ever happened, right?
Oh, Woody was an early adapter. There's no. Well, Elvis did the same. Well, yeah, Elvis, but he was.
He didn't wait.
Wasn't a stepdaughter. He was 14, but it wasn't a stepdaughter. Jerry Lee Lewis and Charlie Chaplin got him. If Charlie Chaplin was alive, he would have been at Epstein's house every weekend.
Oh.
Every weekend, you read about Charlie
And
Chaplin.
he's got the same mustache as.
As our former chancellor who built up the good economy.
That's what we call a call.
Well, that's why they.
And Seinfeld. Don't forget Seinfeld.
You ever see that movie, The Great Dictator, where Charlie Chaplin plays
Yeah.
Hitler and the little tramp? Yeah, but it's not a great movie. It's kind of overrated, but he does. But the Epstein pictures, I don't know. I don't know how Trump did you
Did
go
they do
down
a
and
photo
look-
booth thing or
I
something?
don't
So
know.
it's just four at a time.
And this is the
come out?
90s before they had camera phones.
I know.
That's the amazing thing. The people were whipping cameras. I mean, Epstein's getting big. He's letting people bring cameras.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
amazing
bad
part.
business
That's
if you're
the
doing
one-
a trafficking.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. You know, but most pimps don't let you have cameras. Only back in the 80s and 90s, they were kind of camera shy pimps. And somehow Epstein was the only non-camera shy pimp in history. I don't know how that happened, but somehow Epstein. But I'm waiting. Are they going to release more pictures? God knows. I don't understand how many more pictures they're going to release.
Well, never mind. Bad joke.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
Oh, was that bad?
Yeah.
Worse than Tiny Tim and the AIDS? Was it worse than that? Holy
I do
cow!
got a business to run.
Yeah, you do have a business one, Jai. I have nothing to lose. As I've said, I can't be canceled because I've never been activated, so it doesn't matter. Nothing. They can't do anything to me. But hopefully there'll be more Epstein pictures. How funny would it be if they got somebody at Epstein's house with pit porn? That'd be great. They tied it in.
Probably Trump. I could
Maybe
see Trump having a pit porn fetish.
He doesn't have the build for pit porn.
Or Bill Clinton was always with Epstein. He loved Epstein.
Bill Clinton would definitely be a pit porn guy.
Definitely.
Bill was always with. After he got out of office in 2000, he was steady down at
Stephen Hawking. He might have been into pit
Stephen
porn.
Hawking. You gotta love that. Even in a wheelchair with ALS, he said, "Get me on that plane and get me to that." I love to have that kind of spirit. I'd probably give up if I had ALS. This guy was still thinking about pussy. He's the greatest guy.
His wheelchair is the original Waymo.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. He's awesome to still be thinking about pussy and hookers, even when in a wheelchair with ALS. He's the best. Stephen Hawking is the best fucking guy ever.
And pulling it off.
Yeah, I mean, he said.
What more do I got to do?
Now, do you think he has a bigger penis than Hitler?
Maybe that's what it was. He didn't want it to go to waste. But they said he would love to have women just get up, sit up on him in his wheelchair. That guy is awesome.
Do you think he would spin the wheelchair around? You know, get a little wild.
Oh, probably. Speaking of guys from way back, we were talking earlier about black and whites. Did you read about Jackie Vernon? Do you know who Jackie Vernon is? Jackie Vernon was a comedian who was big in the 60s.
Okay.
And it's just coming out now that he apparently, aside from his wife and kids, had like 3 or 4 secret families on the side. Wives, kids with like 3 or 4 different women. It's just coming out of Jackie Vernon had all these secret families. Jackie Vernon, do you ever see the famous Frosty the Snowman cartoon from the 60s?
Yeah.
He does the voice of Frosty the Snowman. And but his whole act back in the 60s was his shtick was he was a dull guy. I'm so dull. And he would talk about how dull he was. All the jokes would like Rodney would do no respect, but he would, I'm so dull. Apparently he wasn't that dull. He wasn't that dull with all this pussy he was getting. Jackie Vernon, he was lying on stage, but that was his whole act. And now they're finding out.
Touring acts, man.
They're finding out that he was big on Ed Sullivan and Jack Parr and all those old TV shows. One of those Jackies that wear a suit. There were all the Jackies. There was Jackie Vernon, Jackie Gale, Jackie Mason. There was all the Jackies. Mm-hmm. But Jackie Vernon had these secret families. And it's coming out now, which is amazing, that his son did an interview or something. Why the fucking son couldn't keep his mouth shut? Well, he's doing an interview. I have no idea. So it's been a bad week for dead guys. Hitler and then Jackie Vernon. These guys can't rest in peace. And Epstein, they can't let anybody rest in peace. They got to dig up their whole stuff.
I wouldn't be excited that they might have 8 half siblings out there.
But I'm wondering about these other comedians from back then. They were all doing the same thing, maybe, who knows? Maybe.
Yeah. Social media, no social media.
Yeah,
life was so much easier.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe what's his name? Who's the guy who used to do the phone? Not Bob Newhart, but the other guy. Can't think. Shelley Berman. Maybe Shelley Berman. Maybe Shelley Berman had some broads on the side, or maybe who knows? Maybe Alan Sherman had some women on the side.
I mean, if you're going from across the country, you can have people in like different regions.
But Jackie Vernon, it's going to be hard to watch that Frosty the Snowman cartoon now. You be thinking about Frosty getting laid like crazy. That's unbelievable. Jackie Vernon, I'm so dull. You wouldn't believe what a dull guy I am. Jackie Vernon. I did that for all the Jackie Vernon fans out there. That's why we're going to be this. It's going to take this podcast to the
They're
Met.
all watching YouTube.
Yeah, we're going to be doing the Met next, talking about Jackie Vernon. We'll get booked somewhere. We'll be doing. Speaking of guys that are trying to get laid, you've been reading about Luigi, the guy who shot the insurance guy, Luigi. What's his name? Mangione?
Oh, he doesn't have
Luigi
to be trying.
Did you see all the women who were sending him cards and gifts at the crib? Is that unbelievable? The guy's a
I think
mass
it's
murderer.
the most believable mass murderer. He murdered
one guy.
CEO, and he's good looking.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but that's
been
a thing.
That's the least surprising news story that you could.
That's been a thing for years though, where women would would fall in love with guys in jail.
Yeah, cold-blooded killer.
He did it for his killer. He did it for his nana or something, right? That's
That's
the most adorable.
I'm
I'm thinking about mailing him my panties.
But that's unbelievable. And these are the same women who talk about there's no good men out there. There's no good men out there. Can't find a good man. They're sending gifts to Luigi Mangione in jail. Can't find a good man. Luigi. But how great would it be if the women showed up? He was getting laid in the courtroom. I mean, if the guy, this is unbelievable. Luigi. Oh, we'd love to get him here as a guest. I mean, we'd pop the views up.
We don't have money. He has no reason to shoot us.
No, that's true. But I mean, maybe we can get him on Zoom one of these weeks as a guest. That'd be awesome. Because our views would go through the roof if we get Luigi. That would be awesome.
He's the Matt Rife of serial killers.
The Matt Rife of murderers. He is the Matt Rife of murderers. Why do people make fun of Matt Rife? I never watched his stand-up. Is he that bad?
They're just jealous of him because he's good looking.
I've never watched his
Yeah,
stand-up.
I've never seen his comedy. I don't
know. People hate Matt Rife.
I think
really?
he's a little generic, but I think since you're doing crowd work, you get a longer leash on.
Is that what he does? Crowd work? I never saw.
Plus,
him.
it sounded like he did like planned material for one special, and it was all just not good.
Well,
I didn't watch. I've seen nothing but like.
I've
clips.
never seen him. I don't even know what he looks like.
He's got a pretty chiseled face.
Yeah, he's kind of a handsome kid, but so I guess he's still touring around the country. I guess I don't know. But I just amazed every time people.
He was just here.
Huh?
He was just here.
Was he really?
Yeah, a couple
studio?
girls I went.
Where was he at? The parks or no?
He did Wells Fargo.
Wow.
He was on Tommy Highland show. Oh, no, not here. You mean? But no.
Oh, that would be funny if he was on talking shit with Coleman and Gene. That would be hilarious. But no, I mean I don't know. People just badmouth the guy, and I always think I don't know him.
Nah, he's like the new kids on the block of comedy.
Really? I don't know. Well, good. Listen.
Remember New Kids on the Block? Well, you're older than us. All the girls liked, and I think you're younger than me. So this whole thing makes
I
sense.
remember Dennis Miller doing that great bit about New Kids on the Block. Yeah, but no, I mean the guy's selling tickets. Good for him. I don't know why everybody's got to hate on him. I don't sell it.
Yeah, it's a little. It's because the looks is what launched him. It launched him, I think, above his talent.
Who was the
level.
MySpace comedian? What the hell was his name?
Dane Cook.
Dan Cook. Yeah,
Well, he was kicking ass for a while.
He was a guy. Same thing. Good looking guy. Chicks digged him because he was good looking, and everyone hated him.
I don't know if he's still performing or not. I haven't heard his name in a long time.
Probably, yeah, because he was accused of stealing jokes.
Oh, he was accused of stealing jokes. I don't know if he really did or not, but
he faced it head on because he was accused of stealing Louis C.K.'s jokes, and then he went on his show.
That was funny. Yeah, that was really funny. But I didn't want to get over the Matt Rife thing. I'm just good for you, Matt. You're selling tickets. I'm not selling tickets. Good for you.
I like him better than people that are just doing sketch and calling themselves comedians who could never get on stage in front of people. And
doing YouTube.
So I respected him enough for doing. It's actual stand-up clips.
But if people are making money on YouTube, good for them too.
Yeah. I'll figure it out.
So here's the thing I want to talk about. Have you heard about this Amazon Now, the new Amazon service where you can get things in 30 minutes? Amazon Now.
I saw something about it the other day, but I didn't read it.
How impatient of a society are we that we had to have things in 30 seconds?
I've never needed anything so badly that I've needed it shot out of a cannon at me.
Exactly. I mean, you really need? Maybe if I don't know.
Was it like a DoorDash service though? Is that what they're trying to do?
But you can order pretty much apparently anything, I guess. But maybe if you have a medical emergency, you need some kind of medical. You have somebody sick in the house. Okay, but otherwise, I don't know what it has to be 30 seconds, 30 minutes, like Domino's. 30 minutes.
They're probably going to it's probably like you go to the grocery, you can get an app in a grocery store app and your stuff's here in a half hour. I guarantee you that's the market
here's
they're
the
going.
Thing. Imagine being one of these Amazon drivers, like you're not already overworked. Now they're really going to work the shit out of you. You got to make it in 30 minutes. Holy mackerel.
So this will go away like Domino's when a driver kills someone.
Yeah, but you're really going to, I hear that, I've heard that job sucks, that they work the shit out of you. They treat you.
They don't let you pee.
They don't let you they have you out there all day, 13, 14. They really treat you like shit. I don't know.
A friend of mine got bit by a dog trying to deliver Amazon. I don't know how the lawsuit went, but
and they have some drivers who do.
They wanted her to go back to work, like finish her day. Like she got bit by the dog, and they're like, "You need to finish your day.
You got to go to emergency."
Get a rabies check first.
But they have some drivers who use their own car. That must really suck. You see those guys driving around using their own car?
Not on Amazon, no.
And then they get out and they're wearing the Amazon thing. I've seen a few of them. I was like, wow, really? This fucking Amazon has people using their own car?
Well, yeah, you're trailing. Bezos is trailing way behind Musk now. He needs to.
Well, he's got
to find a way to put more of that. Yeah, I got to be a trillionaire now.
He's got to keep up that Norman Sanchez. He's spending all of his money with plastic surgery and going to the moon and everything else she's doing. She's some piece of work. That girl. She's
the only place her face looks normal on.
I'm surprised the climate change people haven't gone after it. All that plastic.
She's the Silicon Valley Yoko. That girl. Yeah. She's brutal. Amazon, but I don't even have Amazon 5. I just have regular Amazon. If I need something, I'll wait the 3 or 4 days to get it. I don't need the next day. I have
it for the TV service.
Yeah, I don't need any of that.
For Thursday night football.
Which usually sucks, Thursday night football, by the way.
It's true.
But, so this past week, they had the Kennedy Center honors. Did you see? It was
I heard-
Kiss,
I didn't watch.
Gloria Gaynor, George Strait, and Sylvester Stallone, Michael Crawford from Broadway. You know, just
What is this, like a practice run for their Super Bowl show?
I don't know, but I mean, it's not what it used to be. It ain't like in the days when they would have Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda. You know, Kiss, and the poor Ace Frehley fell and hit his head and died before the ceremony. For Christ's sake, didn't he make it?
I mean, sounds like he's the lucky one in this situation.
Didn't Trump host this?
Trump supposedly hosted. Yeah, he came out and did host. I don't know.
That was like the deal they made, so he wouldn't put his name on the Kennedy Center or something.
But they
All right, we'll let
supposedly-
you MC the show.
That was one of the jokes he was making. To Trump Kennedy Center. The Kennedy Center. I want to watch this. It's going to be on December 23rd. I want to watch that.
I think I'll watch it just to see how he does as a host.
Yeah, I usually like the Kennedy. I like when they honor somebody. This year it's kind of weird the ones that honor him, but okay. I don't know if any of them deserve it, but whatever. I mean, who's going to be next year though? Scott Baio is going to be in there.
Scott Baio, George Strait.
George Strait was this year.
Oh, was he this year?
Replacing the Mark Twain Awards or whatever?
No, I guess they're still going to do the Mark Twain Award. They haven't announced the winner name. Maybe
It's going to be like the Blue Comedy Tour. That's the next 4 years. Bill and Vol.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? They got guys like that. Oh my God,
Kid Rock. Kid Rock's got to be next year.
Kid Rock,
Kennedy Center.
Ted Nugent.
Because you got what, 4 years of Trump, right? So that means 4 Kennedy Centers.
Yep. Ted Nugent. Had to be in there.
So yeah, Ted Nugent will be one. Who's the guy that sings Greenwood?
Lee Greenwood. Yeah. Oh, I can see him get. What's his name? James Woods, who's a big Trump supporter.
James Woods.
Vincent Caratola, who played Johnny Sack on The Sopranos. He's a big guy.
Johnny Sack is a Trumper.
Sorbo.
Oh, he's a big Trumper. I seen him on Twitter threatening to hit people, threatening to hit somebody. Somebody's like, yeah,
Trump should go all in and just make Rosie O'Donnell, Robert De Niro, all the people that hate Trump. Now that's a Kennedy Center honors I would watch.
De Niro already got it, but that would be fun. If they wouldn't show up, so it wouldn't work. They wouldn't show up.
That's fun.
These
Then
are
just
actors.
did you just show their empty seats? You know, and oh, that'd be fantastic.
Rosie and Kathy Griffin and a few people like
Gotta
that.
have Kathy Griffin's
That
another
would
one
be
with her crazy hair now.
That would absolutely be hilarious. Well, we'll see. We'll see about the Kennedy Center. We'll see how bad it gets. I'm waiting to see who they're possibly going to have up there. But so I saw the last couple of weeks, two of our best astrophysicists came out and said they think the moon landing was fake. It was Kim Kardashian and Ariana Grande.
And Jim Corhan.
Jim Corhan, you think it was fake
Dude,
too?
come on now. You serious? Like, you actually think that they went to the moon in 1969?
Of course they did.
Why can't they go now?
Because they couldn't have kept a secret this long, Jim.
Because it's boring.
But they didn't just go one time.
But they keep talking about going into space, so why can't they go now?
Jim, they went multiple times. They didn't just go to one time.
I don't think they went any time.
No, they went.
I think it was all done in a Hollywood studio. The first time they went was in 1969 during Vietnam, and all and Richard Nixon, who's the biggest bullshitter ever, was like, let's just say we're going to the moon.
Jim, back then we were a country we could actually do things. Now we suck.
No, we could do. Elon Musk has got all kinds of crazy satellites in space.
The baby boomers took over and we can't do anything. Back then, our father, those guys could do things. They World War II, they built the national highway system. They built the school system.
That's fine.
Americans can't build a car that can get you to Walmart anymore.
They built the auto industry. Now you can't do anything.
Hey, we've never been to the moon.
We've been to the moon. You're on the same side as Kim Kardashian, Jim. Is that where you want to be? Maybe I'm doing it.
I mean, I probably got the same low IQ, her and I.
Backwards into money for doing who knows what.
And Ariana Grande.
Dude, as soon as you get out of the atmosphere, they're going to melt. I mean, you're not going to get through the atmosphere.
Jim, I'm sorry to see now. No wonder we lost sound that 1 week. Holy cow! I don't know. What do you think, Dave? Did we go to the moon?
It was before my time, but why not? I think
I was 4 years old. I was here.
The quote was a little on the nose, maybe, right?
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Well, that's a little too perfect.
Apparently, he thought about it ahead of he thought about it.
It was written by an actor. I'm sorry, it was written by a writer that probably has a Golden Globe.
Yeah, like if the moon actually had that atmosphere, like my first words were like, oh, my balls, like, because that weird, it'd have that roller coaster feel where your like balls kind of sink up into your gut a little bit. I assume that'd be the first thing I said. Oh, my balls feel weird.
I always felt sorry for the one guy, Michael Collins. He had to stay in the capsule. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin got to walk on the moon. He had to stay in the capsule just in case any emergency happened. He wanted to have one guy in the capsule.
Well, I mean, they were all on a set somewhere, so it's all.
I know, third billing. Right.
He was the George Harrison of moon landing. He was the third guy.
But George Harrison was the best Beatle, no?
Okay, now we're talking the same language.
No, I like George Harrison. He wasn't the best Beatle, but I liked him.
I always thought he was the best Beatle.
So another thing I saw, the Chicago White Sox have invited Pope Leo to throw out a first pitch at a game next year. He hasn't responded yet. And I think it's appropriate that they're together because the White Sox are the only people with a longer losing streak than the Catholic Church. So I think that it's perfect. He's a Chicago White Sox. But do you think he ought to do it? I mean, would it be cool to see the Pope?
I mean, why not? I mean, he's a fan. They have that video of him at the World Series.
Yeah, but some of those drunken White Sox, that's the same place they had disco demolition night was in the Chicago White Sox game. I don't know.
Does he have to wear the robe when he's doing it?
No, I can't imagine. He'd probably just wear the regular black.
I don't
Look
want
like Johnny Cash out there.
I don't want him kicking up to deliver a pitch to see if that's how we find out if the Pope wears underwear or not.
Remember a couple of years ago, the Buckingham Palace guy or one of the Scottish guys that it blew up. He saw their bare ass. It was a couple of years ago. It was a famous picture.
Didn't the White Sox, weren't Bill Veeck or whatever was the White Sox owner back in the day, right? Wasn't he the one that had the little midget come up front of that?
But that's when before he owned the White Sox, he owned the St. Louis Browns.
Oh, that was with the Browns.
That's when he said the midget's name was Eddie Geidel.
Did the midget throw the pitch or did they throw the midget?
No, he batted.
That got walked all the time.
One time, and then the commissioner had a stroke. They were screaming, and they banned it again. They did it one time. They did it. That would be a great thing to do, like late in the game when you really need it. Yeah. Like, you get the bases loaded, send out the midget. You know you're going to get a walk.
You're going to get a walk out of it.
But they banned that. The commissioner went crazy. But yeah, they had disco demolition night at a White Sox game in 1979, I think it was, where they were going to told people to bring their disco wagons. But the whole thing ended up being a disaster. People thought they had to cancel the game.
I remember that, yeah.
The fans went crazy. There was a riot and disco demolition night.
Oh, man. I'd want to see a Houston Texans book burning night or whatever.
But I don't know. The Pope, I'd like to see the Pope throw the first, but you never know. Though. America always so crazy. Who knows if it's a good idea? It might be. It might not.
It'd be almost impossible to do because you got to plan a Pope visit like years in advance.
Well, that's true. That's true. I guess you could. Maybe you could sneak him in. I don't know if you could.
Yeah, how would he get?
What do you think? It's like the WWF? How would he get
the ball past the glass dome?
Yeah, they sneak the president in different places around the world. They could probably do it. It wouldn't be a elaborate thing where he's coming to say. Although maybe he could say mass like a day before at the week or something. Maybe they could have a whole thing. But you see what now this new thing where they're telling people they want people to dress nicer on airplanes. They want people to dress more formal on airplanes because if you dress nicer, you'll behave nicer. That's what they're telling people. I think it's ridiculous. It's too late for that in America. There's no such. I mean, people look at me. I got a hoodie and jeans. I look fancy compared to the way some people.
I was gonna say, like, how do they want you to dress? Like in a suit and tie?
Used to
like
be
the 1930s.
Back in the 1960s, people would dress up with dresses and suits on to go on airplanes.
They could also smoke.
It was a big deal to get on an airplane. It was considered a big deal.
They also served real food.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm okay with it to the point as long as their feet are covered. There's nothing I hate than seeing a person's feet.
That's what I'm talking about. It's too late to try to get Americans to dress nice. People go to church. I see people wearing pajamas at church. So nobody's going to get on an airplane dressing nice. No, but that's done.
That'll never happen.
No, it'll never happen. I'm saying it. Maybe it is a good thought. But
start with the feet and then build from there.
Start with the feet. No, people in the flip flops and I hate anybody in open toe shoes.
Worse than terrorist. Yeah.
Open toed shoes. My father used to wear like an open. I hate open toed shoes.
Now, do you like women with open toe shoes or?
Well, that's a little different. Depends on what age. I mean, some of these older broads. It's a little
all women are beautiful from the ankle up. That's my.
It gets a little creaky when you get some of these older women. It gets a little creaky. Well, did you see last week our friend Andy Dick overdosed on the street out there in L.A.?
I didn't even know he was still alive.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought he OD'd like 20 years ago, 20 times.
No. Yeah, he was busy killing Phil Hartman back then.
There's two headlines that you shouldn't be surprised about. Suge Knight gets shot and Andy Dick overdoses. two headlines that just, okay, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Andy Dick got shot either.
And Alec Baldwin punches somebody. That's another one. I mean, there's the headline. I mean, Andy Dick, and he said something like, I don't mind doing crack occasionally. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But he did something. Didn't he get?
He was doing the Kensington.
It means he never let fame get to his head. He'd be on. That's cocaine. But he's the man of the people. Crack.
The thing you brought
Wasn't
up,
he all bent over like a Kenzo?
Didn't
Like
he?
they do on Kensington Avenue?
Didn't he try to get Phil Hartman off the wagon? Wasn't that the whole
No,
thing?
it was his wife.
His wife.
Yeah,
He got Phil Hartman's wife off the wagon or something.
yeah, and
then she went crazy.
Went crazy and killed.
I know she killed Phil Hartman herself, but I knew he was involved with her, giving somebody drugs or trying to get. Because Phil Hartman was sober for a while, maybe he was trying to get him. So yeah, he was a piece of work.
I didn't know Phil Hartman was ever on drugs. I thought it was just his wife.
I thought he was too, maybe alcohol or something. Maybe he was sober, some damn thing. But it's amazing. But Andy Dick overdose is a non-surprise. You hear about this thing where Trump actually come out and said a possibility he would give people 50-year mortgages. Did you see that? Trump said 50-year mortgages. To me, that's just like slavery in a pretty address, right? Who would get a 50-year mortgage? I mean, you gotta be crazy. You talk about that's just slavery. Would you, a 30-year mortgage? I wouldn't trust that.
Well, when you're in a deal with the banks, it's like.
I had a friend of mine used to say the two biggest raw deals in America were marriage and the 30-year mortgage. I think he had a point. But I don't know. This 50-year mortgage. I
think marriage should come with a cap too.
Maybe something. I think you should run the other way from both of them. I don't know. I mean, of course, I just waited my parents out. They died, and I got a free house. So I guess I'm not one to talk. I had a good plan.
John Lovitz is the one who said that Andy Dick contributed to her murder-suicide of Phil by reintroducing her to cocaine after a decade of sobriety.
There you go.
Wow.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. He doesn't seem like the nicest guy you could trust.
But just do the harm to yourself. Don't ruin the actual talent.
But that's what a lot of these guys do. They try to get you. Come on. You're like booze and weed. You say, a lot of guys like that. They try to. They're enablers. They try to get you along. But the
Phil Hartman would still be pretty prevalent and stuff. I think.
Absolutely.
He'd probably do a good dramatic turn too.
Phil Hartman was awesome. He was one of the best.
He was my favorite SNL. I think he's my favorite. He's definitely top 3.
I would put him probably second behind Eddie Murphy in terms of being on Saturday Night Live itself. You talking about
on SNL? I actually put him over Eddie, and Eddie was great. I was watching.
Eddie was pretty great. Eddie was in almost every sketch when he was on there. He
carried. Yeah, he had that whole show on his back at that.
Billy Crystal for the year he was on. He was another one. He was in almost every sketch.
Yeah, I'm not a Billy Crystal fan.
He was big, and Dana Carvey was great when he was on there. He was.
Dana. I mean, back then they were all very good, but
Will Ferrell, when he had a run on there, Will Ferrell was really good.
He carried.
But he also had the voice, so he could do the voiceover stuff too.
Phil was great. Phil Hartman was just fantastic. There's no question. Doing the Simpson characters.
Oh yeah,
he was great.
Yeah,
and it's pretty much around the same time that show kind of jumped off a cliff.
With the Simpsons,
when he died,
probably.
When he did the Bill Clinton sketch at the
great.
McDonald's, it was
that was
ridiculous.
And then
Toots is the cat.
Oh, he was unbelievable. Phil was just the best. There's no question he was the best. But the 50-year mortgages. I said.
Oh, sorry, I did cut you off on that.
We've done just about an hour, right, Jim? Have we done just about an hour? Almost?
Yeah, we're right around an hour.
Almost an hour. Well, listen, I want to thank him. I want to thank Dave for coming out in this snowy night, this horrible snowy night in Philadelphia. Just awful.
Oh, hey.
It was just awful, and I hope John Kessel had a good time at his imaginary birthday party. Those are the best kind of birthday parties, the imaginary birthday party. But Jim, thank you for being there. You were great as the third man tonight. As the third man. You're like Don Pardo off camera. You're awesome now. Funny Don Pardo.
There it
is, Kessel.
No, that's John Cena.
Oh, John Cena.
I just learned that he's the UK. I always thought it was a Mike Brooks joke. What? Apparently, the wrestler John Cena would do this whole.
You can't see everyone. If
but
you see something invisible.
Mike Brooks used to have it in his comedy act, and I always just thought it was.
No, he was quoting a John Cena. Yeah,
I didn't know that. And I'm looking at my feed because I guess this guy retired. I'm like, I should start watching wrestling again, so I'm up to date on things.
No, I'll never watch wrestling. Thank you. I get enough bad habits, but I want to thank you guys for coming out. This has been great. Please, anybody out there, please share, like. I got a couple shows coming up. We got that show coming up, right, Jim? January 31st.
I don't remember the date, but yeah.
Midtown Social in Berwyn, Pennsylvania. I got some others. Check out my social media. Dave, you got anything to plug real quick?
Let's just do the social media. Dave Prim Comedy on pretty much everything.
And me and Dave, you usually catch us Wednesday nights at the open mic over there in Haddonfield, which is the best open mic, the high note open mic.
The past month, so, but yeah.
That's all you've been in?
Yeah, I might be back this week.
Yeah, I think I'll be back this week too. Well, depending on how cold it is and if I feel like going out. But
True, yeah.
but I want to thank
And if you like the backdrop over there, you can buy it. You can get your own backdrop at innovationbrands.com because that's who made the backdrop.
Innovisions.com.
There we
Jim
go.
Corhan's company, Innovisions.com. Definitely a plug for them and the whole
We're gonna pull that out after
and the
I
whole
hit my
comedy
comments.
train wreck to support all the podcasts. Folks, we'll see you in the next dumb episode. Thanks a lot, folks. Good night.
Good night.
It's America's stupidest podcast. Think NPR for dummies. This is the McGonigal Podcast.